Over the past 2 days, the situation in some areas along the front line has begun to develop rapidly. In the Kharkiv region, the Russian military continues to systematically implement its thousand-cut strategy. At least once a week, a new breach appears in the border zone or an existing one expands. For instance, on May 27th, Russian army units took control of the border village of Granov and the surrounding area. Fighting has already been reported in the neighboring village of Shevchenka. The relatively large settlement of Kazachye Lopan lies ahead on the path of the Russian units to the south. The Ukrainian command is taking measures to strengthen this settlement's defenses to hinder the Russian army's advance as much as possible. On May 29th, Russian units drove Ukrainian forces out of the village of Budarki in the northeastern part of the Kharkiv region. The most likely direction for their next advance is southwest. This would create a pincer movement encircling the Ukrainian army's border units. Consequently, we should expect an intensification of the Russian offensive from the Chikhavka area moving northeasterly. In the eastern part of the region, Ukrainian troops lost their positions in Novovasiliivka. Units of the Russian 69th Division participated in the operation to capture the settlement. The Ukrainian command deployed drone operator teams from the Kraken unit of the main intelligence directorate in the Novovasiliivka area. However, the teams suffered casualties and retreated deeper into Ukrainian territory. They left the infantry of the 113th Territorial Defense Brigade without aerial reconnaissance capabilities. This resulted in the defeat of Ukrainian forces in this sector. In the Dnipropetrovsk region, the Russian 430th Regiment, which is part of the Vostok military group, captured the village of Lisnoye. The village was defended by the Ukrainian Army's 31st and 141st Brigades. It is reported that Ukrainian units lost 2 infantry platoons and 12 pieces of equipment in the fighting in this area. With the force providing cover, Russian assault units will be able to advance further west, reaching Veliki Mikhailovka. North of Gilepole, Russian forces established full control over the village of Vodezhavka. This operation involved units from the 39th Motorized Rifle Brigade and the 40th Marine Brigade. Fighting for the village lasted several weeks. The Ukrainian command in turn continues to send small groups across the railroad tracks and the Gaicha River using a motley crew of assault regiments. As a result, Russian units must divert some of their forces to guard and defend the rear against infiltrating Ukrainian groups. The rest of the front lines in the Ukrainian conflict remain relatively quiet for now.